Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Kinder Bueno cake. Let's begin. So to get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a mixing bowl, and into your mixing bowl place your butter and your sugar and beat the two together until they are lighter and fluffier. Around 5 to 7 minutes should work ideally. If not, you may need a bit longer, so between 7 and 10, but it will depend on how soft your butter was to start with. You can then start to add in your eggs one at a time, beating well in between each addition, and as you add the eggs in you will notice that the consistency changes and becomes a bit looser, but this is completely normal as we've added a lot of moisture in. You can then go ahead and give the bowl a good scraping down. This is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. You can then go ahead and add in your dry ingredients, passing them through a sieve first just to remove any lumps that may be in the dry mix, as sometimes cocoa powder and flour may be a little bit lumpy, but if you pass them through a sieve you'll get these little lumps that you can just discard, you don't need to do anything with. Then start your mixer on a low speed, as if you start on a medium or a high, you're going to have a dust cloud all over your kitchen and it'll just make a real mess. So start low and slow and then work your way up to a medium high. Your cake batter should be smooth and glossy. Once you've achieved that, you can give the bowl a good scraping down just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. So now that you're ready, you can grab your cake tins. I'm using two 6-inch cake tins, which have been lined with some parchment paper and a small amount of oil. I then fill them, roughly splitting the batter between the two tins and levelling it out as best as I possibly can. This just helps with the consistency of baking. If you don't, it may not be fully baked on one bit, but will be on the other, and could even be overbaked, and that's not what you're looking for. I will leave all of the baking times, temperatures and everything else you need in the blog post, which will be linked down below. Then you can get started on the buttercream. So into a saucepan you can add in your water and sugar and whisk the two together until they are fully combined. Then into a mixing bowl you can go ahead and add in all of your egg yolks, followed by the whole egg, and then whisk this on a medium-high speed until the mixture is a lot paler in colour and the consistency should be much thicker, like a ribbon consistency. You will notice that the volume of the mixture has gone up quite a lot, by 3 or 4 times the original volume. You can then steadily add in your sugar mixture, which was just on the hob, being careful not to get this on your skin, otherwise it will blister, so turn the speed down as you're adding this. Then you can crank the speed back up and allow it to cool down by whisking it on the high speed. And once you've got it cool enough that you can touch the bottom of the bowl with your back of your hand, you can start adding your butter a bit at a time, mixing in until it's fully incorporated. If the mixture looks like it's going a bit soupy, don't worry. As you're adding the butter it will thicken up and you'll know when it's ready. It's just got this beautifully, gloriously thick consistency, which is what you're looking for. Then you can go ahead and add in any flavourings you want to use. So I'm using this vanilla. I brought it at Cake International and it's really good, so if you want to use something nice, this is a good one. Don't forget to stop the mixer and then add in all of your white chocolate hazelnut spread and just whisk this in until it's fully incorporated. You will notice a slight change in the colour of the buttercream and it will go from like a yellowish colour to a kind of beige colour, and that's what you're looking for. Give the bowl a quick scraping down just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in. Then you can take your cake layers when they've been cooled, trim off the top and just brush over the simple syrup. Get as much in there as possible. This just helps to keep the cake moist, add flavour. To start the assembly of your cake, you'll want to take your board, plate or stand and smear a small amount of buttercream into the centre. Then place on your first layer of cake, pressing it down just to secure it in place. Then you'll want to take some buttercream and place it into a piping bag. Feel free to fit it with a nozzle of your choice or not, it's up to you. And then I like to pipe a border of buttercream on the inside of my cake, and just a little bit more, then just add a dollop in. Or you can pipe it in whichever way, but you don't want too much as we're going to add a filling, so you want to create like a dam or a moat. So then you can just pour in more of that white chocolate hazelnut spread and then just place your second layer of cake on top, and that should level it out, but feel free to level out the spread if you really want to. Then, as I said, you can place the second layer of cake on top. Then you can just give this cake a good coating with the buttercream. I don't recommend giving a crumb coat on this cake as I wasn't looking for it to be perfect, but if you are looking for it to be perfect, feel free to use a crumb coat. I can't tell you what to do, but I just apply a very thick layer of buttercream and then smooth it all out and I get the result I wanted. So save myself a job, but if you're looking for perfection and more professionalism, definitely do a crumb coat. So once the buttercream is all over the cake, you can then go ahead and start to smooth it off, trying to get as flat and perfect sides as possible. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect as we'll be applying a drip, but don't worry. Then you can take the excess bit from around the top of the cake and just smooth it into the cake, taking any excess away. I can chill mine in the fridge for around 10-15 minutes just to firm up, then warm up some Nutella and place it into a piping bag and just pipe a drip around the edge of the cake. It didn't turn out how I wanted it, not perfect, but in the end it was great because you got more Nutella, and who doesn't want more? Then in the spaces in between the chocolate drip, you can add in some white chocolate hazelnut spread and just pipe that in as well, so then you've got contrasting colour and you'll get more flavour. It's like the inside of a Kinder Bueno, it's perfect. Then I place that into the fridge only for about 10-15 minutes to allow the drip to firm up. Then I start to place on or pipe on my rosettes. You don't have to do this, you can decorate however you like, but I went with rosettes and then topped each of the rosettes with a mixture of the Kinder chocolate, so either Kinder Bueno or the Kinder Hippos in either flavour. I went with a mixture so there was a choice. But that's what the cake looks like once it's fully done. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to all my social media, so don't forget to go and follow me over on there, as I am trying to be a bit more active during the month of December. But that's all for today, I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.